Yes.
In this case, the other co-accused is in bail out in the dated of the 7th of October 2023, and the main accused is in jail in 6th of 9 2023, which is 8 months. एंड जो विक्टिम है और विक्टिम की सर जो फैमिली है
Yes, straight.
This is the, in fact, one of main accused who was assaulted with axe murders. The accused who have been lodged bail, they have assaulted with lathi. Therefore, they have gone.
But I think this court had granted liberty.
Yes, sir. 5 months liberty was granted.
Since when is in jail? For the 6-9.
6-9.
Almost more than 8 months. Yes, already. ठीक है, it is 326. Let's see. Sure. क्या नाम?
सर सीमा परिहार
This message for the applicant Sri S.K. Mal, learned Kannada for the Swan district. Will application under faction 439 of CRPC has been filed in relation to FIR number 157 of 23 of PS Pakswar district Chhatarpur for commission of offence in the family. The applicant is in detention since 6/9/2023. Applicant's first bail application was dismissed as withdrawn and not pressed, with a liberty to revive the same after 5 months by the order dated 24/11/2023 passed with MCRC number so and so. Applicant next. As for the prosecution story, is any earlier order there? Any earlier order in which the accused has been released?
No, there is not.
Is on record or not? Yes, sir. किसी एक को उनको दे देना कि प्रोसिक्यूशन स्टोरी लगा है लिखिए Learned counsel for applicant has submitted
ऑर्डर नहीं है बस नंबर है
that applicant has not completed anything, so he did not show. He has been falsified. He has not caused any grievous injury on the head of the injured Harman. He is injured for more than 8 months. But the case will take time. Therefore, it is threat that applicant may be released on. Next, on the other hand, learned Kannada for the state has approached and prosecuted. If you are confident that detention period or applicant and the fact that offence is stable by the judge and final conclusion of the trial will take comfortable time. I am of the view that it is a case in which further pretrial detention of the applicant is not warranted, allowed.
outside
Most prosecution story.
requested for the honorable court grant me the time for submission of the documents.
This may kindly be linked with criminal appeal number 7127 of 224. It's a co-accused, my lord. It is pending.
List along with 7-1.
7127 of 24. Co-accused application.
ऑब्जेक्ट की एब्सेंस डाल लीजिएगा counsel for sufficient request for adjournment. It is submitted by the counsel for state that bail application and then criminal appeal number 7127/.
Worship, I am Budram Yadav in this case, sir. Sir, I was working in the Department of Home Guard, sir, and retired from there on the post of Sainik and retired there at the age of 60 years, sir. But my grievance is that I should be retired on the age of 62 years, sir. Because
कब रिटायर हो गए?
okay, sir. Sir, at the age of 60, but
अरे डेट ऑफ रिटायरमेंट बताइए.
16/7/18, sir.
16/7/14.
18, sir.
18.
Yes, sir.
उसके बाद आपने 6 साल क्या किया?
Pardon, sir. I'm Sir, that the respondents on apply and consider the recent circular dated 31/3/2018 official gazette notification number 207.
अरे आप रिटायर कब हुए? डेट ऑफ रिटायरमेंट.
Yes, sir. Pardon, sir. See you.
आपने सब जगह लिखा है रिटायर्ड ऑन अटेनिंग द एज ऑफ 60 इयर्स.
Yes, sir.
डेट ऑफ रिटायरमेंट कहाँ है आपकी?
What are details?
P7 would be the relevant document.
Pardon, my lord.
नोटिस इशू किया था.
वो कि इनको 60 भार मुक्त किया जाता है कलेक्टर ऑफिस में. देवर अटैच्ड 68 ईयर्स की उन्होंने भी सेवा से मुक्त किया जाना.
अभी 27/8/2024 को किया है क्या?
ये
तो
लिखा था.
डेट ऑफ रिटायरमेंट क्या है?
दैट इज नॉट नो डॉक्यूमेंट.
डेट ऑफ रिटायरमेंट नहीं मेंशन हो रही कहीं भी. आपने कब तक काम किया है? पास ओवर कर दे, पढ़ लीजिए उसको.
My lord.
Number 26. This is on floor.
Petitioner is a माध्यमिक शिक्षक posted and government middle school पहाड़ी Filabhan, my lord. Recently, the respondent issued the surplus list, and the petitioner name is wrongly showing in the surplus list. While the petitioner was posted in the present place of the posting in 2017. Thereafter, my lord, the respondent number 5 was posted in 2020. In this regard, my lord, petitioner was made a complaint.
628 of 2022.
That is Pradeep Khanna. There's no direction for listing it today.
Your Lordship, if it continues to be, since the final hearing days are on Wednesday and Thursday, then I'll be making a request on those dates.
There's no direction for listing it today. The parents of the state.
Hearing party matter. But I'll seek instruction, Lord. I don't have the list right now.
When is the superannuation, but it's an order of legal statement.
Your Lordship, the order of compulsory retirement was set aside by the Honorable Learned Single Judge Bench, and that order was stayed by. He's not serving.
Where is the superannuation?
Your Lordship, then there's no superannuation whatsoever, Your Lordship. If this matter does not come up for hearing, then if this matter does not conclude, then he will be deprived of all the retirement dues which he will be owed.
Get monthly benefits? Or he'll get all financial benefits if he will see.
Your Lordship, as and when this matter gets disposed.
That can't be a ground to pick it up.
Your Lordship,
was it served as a superannuating, there was some promotion to take.
Your Lordship, my limited prayer is to keep this in motion here.
Why should we give this preference? There are so many people waiting. Why should we get a preference?
Your Lordship, initially it was in the motion hearing list. There was no direction as such. Your Lordship.
25/11/2022 was the last one.
Indeed.
Let it come, let's see if it is.
This is a fresh matter. My bank guarantee is to be invoked. I'm requesting for Monday. This second mention, this is a case, my lords, on the 9th, have convened a full bench. The fourth matter in the full bench deals with the issue whether a composite order of blacklisting and termination can be dealt with together in similar petition. This is exactly the same issue. My request is that if this matter would also be linked along,
The referred to a larger bench.
The matter that has been referred to the larger bench involves the same question which this honorable court.
This is the DB matter.
This is the DB matter.
Whatever the decides will be.
My request. So we would also be getting a chance to advance arguments. So my only request is, my lords could.
Full bench, everyone can. My lord, notice goes to the bar, my lord.
The only issue is that the paper.
Because you see, why we listed this offensive, because there are several hundred cases awaiting the decision.
That's right. That's right.
Then if we transfer all cases, it will be impossible to hear it. We will permit you to address that.
The reason why I was making this mention was because the second question, whether a composite order can be challenged, the exact same issue was entertained and interim order was passed, wherein the honorable court was pleased to segregate the orders of termination and blacklisting and only stay the order of blacklisting. In this case, I have annexed the interim order. So this would be a
whatever are the judicial orders, we take them to obey.
Very good. Great.
ये लॉर्डशिप रिट पिटीशन है 23/7/2024 को फाइल किए थे, अर्जेंट हियरिंग फाइल कर दी है और इसमें आई एम पिटिशनर बिना किसी उचित सुनवाई और जांच के हमको रोजगार सहायक पद से हटा दिया गया। हम बिना इंक्वायरी के रोजगार सहायक पद से हटा दिया गया है। अर्जेंट हियरिंग लगी है सर, नंबर नहीं आया है सर। 4924 जी जी, थैंक यू।
Lord, the present continued petition against the rising order of 31st of July 2023.
Lordship, this matter is regarding the imposition of GST on mining royalty, Your Lordships. Imposition of GST on the royalty paid for mining lease, Your Lordships. GST on royalty paid for mining lease, Your Lordships. On 3rd of September, Your Lordship, the bunch. That matter is pending, Your Lordship. On 3rd of September, Lordship has granted the stay for payment of recovery of GST, and the proceeding of adjudication will go on, Your Lordship. In this matter also, Lordship, the SHOCO notice is involved. Will participate in the proceeding of the adjudication proceeding, Your Lordship. Lordship, the SHOCO notices, Annexure P1. Lordship, but the department will then pass an order and then proceed for the recovery proceedings. Initiate.
Which you notice, let them proceed. If similar relief will be granted to you as another, because they have a time limit for concluding the proceeding.
Lordship, but in all other cases, in the bench, Your Lordships, the the same identical the show cause notices are pending, and even in some cases, Your Lordship, the summons and every other proceeding have been stalled, Your Lordships, and only to the extent. Yes, Lordship. After 3rd of September, now, Your Lordship, the proceedings will go on, but only the payment of recovery, the payment of GST will. Yes, Lord. Lordship, the same parity I'm just seeking for in the present case. Lordship.
Issue notice, you are waiting for the respondent?
Yes, Lordship.
Notice accepted by unconscionable waiting for the respondent. But it is clarified that the petitioner may be notified along with the information. It is clarified that in the meantime, petitioners can participate in the proceedings for pursuant to the so-called notice. So the department is at liberty to conclude the proceeding when they pass a final order. However, final order would pass against the petitioners have not been given to the what is the order? Leave of the court or till the next?
Barely of the court. Barely of the court.
Without the leave.
All right, Lordships.
Lord, before coming to the facts, one thing I want to add, Lord, in this matter. For every circumstances, we cannot use habeas corpus as a tool for the basic person, my lord. But here in this case, situation is very, very different, my lord. For the basic three reasons, I'm knocking this honorable institute, my lord. Number one, whether this Arya Samaj marriage was solemnized under consent or free will, my lord. This is the biggest question. Second, Arya Samaj
This छज्जा was there.
छज्जे के ऊपर दीवार चढ़ी हुई है, दीवार हवा में लटकी हुई है।
नहीं सर, ये जो छज्जा था, ये जो है, ये अब कितना बाहर था सर? अकॉर्डिंग
दीवार भी तो आपकी छज्जे के ऊपर थी
सर, ये उतना पार्ट नहीं है, वो जो छज्जा बाहर निकला हुआ था।
छज्जा बाहर निकाल के छज्जे के एज पे आपने दीवार चढ़ा ली, हटाए कैसे बिना दीवार के?
सर छज्जा बाहर था,
वो छज्जे के ऊपर दीवार थी।
सर ये जो नीचे का आप देख रहे हैं, ये 4.2 में है, जो आबादी है सर, मेन रोड पे नहीं है।
आपकी नीचे से बाउंड्री से दीवार आ रही है, उसके बाद आपने छज्जा निकाला, छज्जे के यहाँ पे दीवार चढ़ाई, वो पूरा कमरा हटेगा वहां से।
My respectful submission. This committee has been constituted related to re-examining the fact.
We don't want the committee to come and start doing this.
Already a committee has been in compliance.
Maybe remove this and
so I will remove this, but my rest of the parts they may not demolish as notice.
We will direct demolition. छज्जा कैसे हटाया आपने? छज्जे के ऊपर तो कमरा बना हुआ है।
छज्जे के पीछे कमरा। मतलब में जस्ट कीप इट।
जो नीचे से दीवार आ रही है उसके ऊपर दूसरी दीवार नहीं है, दीवार आपकी 3 फुट बाहर है, मतलब ऊपर वाले कमरे की।
मतलब में कीप इट पास ओवर आई विल सी के सेक्शन में भी रिक्वायर्ड आई विल बी।
उनको बोलिए अभी वीडियो पे फोटो खींच के आपको भेजेंगे कि हम देखेंगे क्या है। प्रॉपर कलर फोटोग्राफ और वीडियो मंगवाइए, और ऐसे नहीं जैसे आपने लगाई थी छोटी सी यहाँ से दिखा दी, पूरे एरिया की फोटो दिखाई थी। पास होगा।
नंबर 9 स्टेट
Please, Lord. Lord, in this case, my Lord, state has challenged the order passed by the Honorable Single Judge, my Lord, which is at page number 14. Now, my Lord, the Honorable Single Judge, my Lord, without appreciating even the case of the red petitioners, my Lord, has issued a direction, my Lord, to extend them the benefit of minimum pay in terms of the directions issued by the Honorable Supreme Court in the case of Sawant. My Lord, the red petition was filed by the petitioners on the ground that under the circular of 2016, they have been classified as skilled, semi-skilled or unskilled laborers, my Lord. Now, in terms of that circular, their wages have been fixed, my Lord. Subsequently, my Lord, a clarificatory circular was issued by the state government, so there was some mistake committed in the fixation of the wages, my Lord. So that was corrected.
Those two orders were challenged before the Honorable Single Judge, my lord. Lord, there is no order of permanent classification of these, my lord, employees by the court, my lord. Neither they prayed anything, my lord, that they should be granted minimum of pay from the, with effect from the year 2008. The Lordships may kindly have the prayer clause of the writ petition. That is at page 13 of the writ petition. They were simply seeking, my lord, the implementation of the circulars. Now, my lord, the affidavit of the ACS also, my lord, does not say so, my lord, what has been recorded by the Honorable Single Judge. In fact, my lord, on the very first date, this affidavit was called, my lord, of the ACS, my lord, without granting us opportunity to file reply. And the affidavit also does not say so, my lord, what has been recorded by the Honorable Single Judge. So this was not the prayer in the writ petition, my lord. It was not the case of the writ petitioners that they have been granted permanent classification with effect from the year 2008 under the Standing Orders Act, and the judgment in the case of Ram Naresh Rawat is not being complied with. It was nobody's case. These, my lord, there is absolutely no order granting permanent classification to these employees. Please see para 3 of the affidavit. Let me kindly see para 3. Yes. That it is humbly submitted that initially engaged as daily wager and they were subsequently classified on 1/1/2008. But this classification is not permanent classification. Agreed further. Within various categories, and after that classification, they have been further granted the status of Sthai Karmi in Thai God. Lord, Vinamiti Karan, Lord, the policy I have also stated. Thai God. Lord, this is Vinamithikaran, Lord, under the policy, Lord, it's not permanent. Lord, it's not permanent classification in terms of the rules of Act of 1961. Lord, I have placed policy also on record. And following pay scale is granted. Lord, this pay scale we do not dispute. Then in fixation of this pay scale, my lord, the increments were required to be added, my lord. Blanketly, my lord, in all cases, 100 rupees increment was added. That mistake was sought to be rectified. If your lordship may have the relief clause also, my lord. It was not the case of the writ petitioners that they are seeking minimum of pay scale in terms of Ram Naresh Rawat. It was not the prayer. The only difficulty, Lord, the mistake committed by the department in fixing the pay scale, their pay in this pay scale, Lord, the increments were wrongly added. So that was sought to be corrected. But the Honorable Single Judge processed on the premise that they have been permanently classified. Not permanent classification is under the Standing Order Act by the court. Yourself say they have been permanently. Lord, this is Thai Karmi, Lord, the policy I have placed on record. Annexure R1 may kindly be seen. Next page, Lord, of the policy, which was filed with the affidavit itself. So, Lord, these were the daily wages employees, Lord, who have been deprived from regularization. To mitigate their hardships, Lord, a policy was formulated wherein they were classified, Lord, either as akushal, Lord, semi-skilled, unskilled, or skilled laborers. And this was the particular pay scale which was entitled to grant them, Lord. And increments were also directed. So in the fixation of increments, the mistake occurred. In the fixation of increments, my lord, the mistake occurred, my lord, that was corrected. What was the mistake? My lord, that impugned order may kindly be seen, my lord, in the writ petition. Page 71. Lord, this was the order under challenge. Madhya Pradesh Aaman Prashashan नाम के समक्ष दर्शाई गई श्रेणी में वर्ग classified. Lord, this is not a permanent classification, Lord. That's what I'm trying to say. What is the permanent classification? My lord, they continued as a daily wager employees, my lord. Permanent classification is under the Act by the Labour Code. Permanent classification is only in 3 categories. And this semi-skilled, unskilled is not the classification provided under the Act. What is the classification you've done in 2016? 2016, Lord, we extended them the benefit of Vinamithikaran Yojana. What is this? You classified as per you in 2016? Lord, we have granted them the benefit of Vinamithikaran. That's the point. It's a classification. Classification. When did you classify them? Lord, 2016, the benefit. To what categories? Lord, semi-skilled, unskilled and skilled. How did you classify them in 2008? My Lord, they were not extended the benefit, my Lord, of pay scale. There is a difference. The single judge has said you have already classified them in 2008, so there is no question of reclassification. My lord, classification under the policy, my lord, what Honorable Single Judge has come to the conclusion that you have granted permanent classification. My lord, this is not an order of permanent classification. My lord, what I am trying to say. What is the difference in classification and permanent? My lord, permanent classification, my lord, has been interpreted by the Honorable Supreme Court in the case of, my lord, I am giving you 2005 1SCC 639. Mahindra Lal Jain and others versus Indore Development Authority. 2005 1SCC 639. Six 639. 2005 1? 2005 1 SCC 639. No, it's not 639. Not 639. 2005 1 SCC. Mahindra Lal Jain.
Has been agreed by the order dated 8/5/2024, passed by the Honorable Single Judge. Lordship, the facts of the case are as that the respondent number 5, that is Bank of Baroda, issued an e-auction for a property of which the present petitioner was a successful bidder. Thereafter, Lordship, we paid the whole amount of the e-auction, and the sale certificate in favor of the petitioner was issued.
Right. You are bearing for whom?
Respondent number 2.
AICT.
Yes.
Accepted by the Council of Correspondent 1 and 2. Notice and issue to respondents 3 to 5. Returnable after votes.
May we please, Your Lordship? Lordship, the present
ऐसा होता है ये कोई चार्ज हो जाएगी फिर वो निकाल दो कनेक्टर तो चार्ज हो जाएगी एक हफ्ते तक चल जाएगी हाँ हमारे तरफ से सही हो गई हमारे तरफ से बिल्कुल सही हमारे तरफ से यही खराब हो
issue notice. Returnable after votes. But there's a prayer for stay also. Notice in the stay application.
Number 10, see, Saurabh Kumar Tiwari. my vehicle was confiscated and during pendency of petition challenging confiscation order. Yes.
Also, I was appointed as assistant professor in this minor.
Sorry?
I was appointed as assistant professor minor from last part in the Education Society. Rule and regulation given by the university for me applied to the respondent college minor and All India Council for Technical Education at 9837.
कल के लिए रख ले
You see, irrespective of what the committee feels, if we feel there is unauthorized construction, we will not.
Let what we want.
What do you come before us? We not pass it. We only re-inform what you said before the land.
My lord, may give me a liberty for that approach.
We are not giving liberty. We will not reserving your right.
I make another announcement for the petitioner seeks to withdraw the petition, reserving the right of the appropriate initiative. Petition is dismissed as withdrawn. All rights and conditions of parties. Issue notice. You pay for both? For the respondent is for consideration of the board. May I make up their comments? The serial number 8 has been passed over by your lordship. Could it be tomorrow because I have to submit the video also for your lordship?
तो बोलो अभी किसके भेज दें? घर में ही होगा, घर से अभी वीडियो बना के भेज देगा?
मुझे आपको पेन ड्राइव में देना होगा एंड
पेन ड्राइव में नहीं, अब अपने फोन पे दिखाना, उसी को दीजिए.
Reason behind its violence have fixed the directed authorities of state Malad to add major river Narmada March. Tomorrow we have been called upon
For reviewing of order dated 25/2024, wherein
You have filed it?
yes, boss.
Yes.
8287 of annual consonants with order dated P5 that
But you are seeking
consonants
continuation of service of guest faculty.
by the
Benefit of circular dated 5/10/23, whereby for the guest fecal or remuneration is fixed monthly, a threshold limit is set, different from the
So wrongly mentioned.
wrongly.
I don't know how much. That petition was disposed of.
yes, boss.
That petition was disposed of. Taking note of the judgment marker on the Supreme Court and SNPC number is 1,2020. In my Madhya Pradesh Power Transmission Company Limited and that versus S.R. Ramchandran and others dated 11/7/2023. Argued that the said issue was not involved in the merit petition. The issue was with respect to grant of benefit to a guest faculty in terms of the circular issued by the state government regarding their
Under circular dated 5/10/23.
This is the application under section 482 Criminal Procedure Code for converting the application, converting the appeal to MCRs. Kindly allow the applications.
अपील 14A में है क्या? 14A की अपील है? सेक्शन 14A की है?
नहीं सर, 482. सर क्रिमिनल अपील लगाई है पर एमसीआरसी में आना चाहिए क्योंकि एक्यूज जो है वो उसमें एक्विट हो चुके हैं.
अरे लेकिन आपको एप्लीकेशन फॉर लीव लगानी पड़ेगी ना, परमिशन फॉर ग्रांट ऑफ लीव टू फाइल अपील. इसको कन्वर्ट करने से भी क्या होगा? अगेंस्ट एक्विटल है ना ये?
जी सर.
बताइए.
इसमें प्रेयर सर.
नहीं, प्रेयर तो ठीक है लेकिन आपको लीव के लिए एप्लीकेशन लगानी पड़ेगी.
ओके सर.
कहाँ आपके सीनियर कहाँ?
Sir, senior is busy on some other point.
Council, Arvin Council is not available. List after a week.